Delusion is reality. That is an oxymoron, if I'm correct. Delusion is a reality. What do I mean by that? Well, exactly that. Take from that what you will. But for me, I've come to know that everybody's perspective differs. There isn't particularly one uniform perspective in regards to our plane anyway in this, 3D realm, or our egos, blah, blah, blah. And for me, I've just come to accept that other people's perspective will differ from mine. And it's not that my perspective is more important or more true than anyone else's. It simply is a perspective. So how do I handle that? Well, exactly as I said, acceptance, taking it for what it is, and that's why it's so important as well when you are communicating, that, you communicate clearly and concisely, particularly in regards to the topic or subject you are on about. If you are talking from a carnal point of view, then of course you can say many things, which obviously we can understand. There's so many examples. I don't know if I can think of an example before I finish the video. I'll let you know of what I mean. But basically, I've come to learn that you have to speak both carnally and spiritually, and define those to whoever you're communicating to. Because if you don't, you'll find that you can cross wires. And this particularly happens to people when they start waking up, when they start becoming more conscious with themselves and everything around them. They realize that how they communicate can be easily misunderstood because of how they're communicating it from a place of pure form, which in this place that we communicate in makes no sense or is a bit off. So one thing you have to do to help yourselves and to help everybody else is to be clear when you're communicating, particularly with matters of esoterica, of the occult. You have to be very clear how you communicate and what you're communicating, so that you do not confuse people. Because again, remember, Jesus spoke in parables because he needed people to understand what he was saying. So how he said it and what he said was very important. He couldn't have just said it how he would say to somebody else who was like him or who could understand like him, if there was anybody else at the time. So same goes for you folks. Bear that in mind.